Hey everybody, welcome to Stumpt. This is Ash. I'm joined by Price and Jazzy.
Hello.
We're playing some more of the R.A.D pack. This is our first session without Rick. Close his gate here.
Rick is missing.
Rick is off on a baby quest.
Baby Quest 2020.
Baby Quest 2020.
Yeah, so for people that don't know, Rick is, he's got a baby. He's on paternity leave, and paternity leave means that he is just taking some time off to hang out with baby. Because there's a few, it's understandable if not everybody knows what paternity means. It's like maternity, but for papas.
Yeah, papaternities.
That's right.
Papaternity.
Oh, it's getting nighttime. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
So I guess another important thing to say is that since the last time we recorded, me and Jazz, we got the itch to play this mod pack even more. Mm-hmm. So I spun up a different server for Jasmine.
Yep.
And we've been playing a whole lot on that other server. So we're in the know with some stuff, and I'm gonna do some cool stuff with my new knowledge.
Yeah, you're gonna.
We've also been reading your
stuff.
comments. We've also been reading your comments. Thank you guys for sharing your concerns and stuff among certain dimensional doors. I do know about dimensional doors, so don't you guys worry. I'll be making more doors for every door I go through.
Oh no. What have you done?
Also, I will never feed a parrot a cookie. Stop trying to trick me into killing my parrots. Apparently, if you feed a parrot a cookie, it dies because it's chocolate.
There's quite a lot of
Right?
There's quite a lot of people that told us to make a pina colada out of these pineapples that we've been seeing everywhere. Apparently, that opens up like a dimensional portal to the Tropicraft dimension or something. I don't totally understand it, but I know a pina colada does something with getting you into another dimension.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like a tropical paradise. It's like there's a bunch of like, mobs. It's not safe. It's dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we need to go to all the dimensions anyways, right? Isn't that a thing?
Oh, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna just quickly talk about because me and Jasmine did pop into this server, but not for very long. But we did prep just a couple of things. I just want to explain what I've done. So there's a much more efficient way to set up the mob grinder that I had been spending so long on during the last recording session setting up.
Okay.
And I'm still gonna use that mob spawner, mob grinder. But I wanted this thing called a drop of evil, which you put onto dirt and it makes it into cursed ground,
like grave
which just
dirt or
spawns
something?
mobs.
Yeah,
and it just spawns mobs like crazy.
Right.
So to do that, I went into the Nether. So I'm just going to quickly pop into the Nether real quick and explain the fact that on my hotbar you can see that in the meantime I've made myself an inventory pet. I made myself the Magma Cube Pet, which is super easy to make. I suggest anyone that goes into the Nether make it because it's sort of super important.
Okay.
And I just realized I don't have any nether quartz on me, so I can't properly demonstrate this. But when he is fed, I can just walk on lava. I can take full... I don't fear fire.
Right.
So the blazes don't do anything to me.
I don't fear
Stuff like
fire.
Yeah.
No fire, fear from Ash.
I spent like a bajillion years roaming the nether trying to find another dungeon so that I could fight a bunch of wither skeletons to get a drop of evil. I've done that now. And that's where I'm at. That's all I've done.
So you did that like off camera kind of deal?
Exactly.
Gotcha,
because getting that drop of evil, it's like a 10% drop rate, and even finding the nether dungeon, like I said, it took like an hour. It took a really long time.
Okay. Well, I'll let everybody know that I've got like very little understanding of anything. So Ash pointed out to me that there is a mod in this called Embers, which is like a unique steampunky, lava punky, I guess, power and machines. And it looks like the kind of thing that I would do. So I'm going to mess with that, even though I don't think it's totally necessary.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see sort of like you do it because like I watched a tutorial video on it and even I was like a little bit frustrated because I know there's ways to do what that mod pack does, but easier in other mods.
Exactly.
And this is just sort of like the steampunk version of like power and tech and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, and if people are like, Price, you're doing literally nothing important, That's okay. That's the price sometimes.
It's a free play. It doesn't matter what we're doing. We're having fun.
Yeah. But
that's what we should take away. It's like, are you having fun playing Minecraft? Yes or no? If it's yes, then you're doing it right.
And I'll say this, and I'll put this out as a question to the viewers as well. Viewers out there, one of the most important ingredients that I've come to understand is that that seems really hard to find in this mod pack is just slimes. I need slime balls for like a lot of stuff, and I don't have it on this computer because I roamed around on the other computer, but I spent legitimately like over an hour just creative mode flying everywhere just to even see if I could find a swamp biome. I couldn't. Like, the biomes are so large in this mod pack. And so it just seems incredibly difficult to get slime balls. The recipes for them are not things that we can easily make unless we make adhesive, which embers can do. There's ways to do it in, I think, also in mystical agriculture, but let's see here.
And I'd like to point out that, Ash, I just made the codex that I needed to, the Ancient Codex, which is part of the mod pack. B, y'all pointed out, you said that if we have an empty hand and we get on the ladder and we go up the ladder and what is it, we right-click or what?
Just right-click, empty hand.
Right-click,
empty hand, right-click as you're looking up a ladder. It doesn't seem to work when you're going down.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just...
When you're going up, it's just like instant teleport.
It's amazing.
Wow. We got to look at the ladder. I see. Yeah, I just kind of did it. Interesting.
All right. Jellyfish is another way. If we can get a good source of jellyfish, which there's so many fish in this mod pack, it seems like a very
There's an
low
auto
chance.
fisher, right? Did you say there was an auto fisher?
There's a Pam's Harvestcraft auto fisher.
There's Pam's Harvestcraft auto fishers, but again, there's so many fish in this mod pack that you're going to get a low amount.
So you're going to get a lot of flop-ons. So we're going to need to make a lot of them so that we can kind of take advantage of that.
Yeah. So
that, or again, like I definitely think adhesive would be a more consistent route to do if we can do adhesive, but we'll see how complex that ember stuff seems to be.
And what is it? Tilde? Is it tilde to do the vein miner deal?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Oh, I'll say also another, because I was thinking of all different routes to get slime balls. Another way to do it is to go into the Atum dimension. Atum? I don't really know how to. Atum.
God bless you.
There's some, I guess maybe some of the mobs there drop ectoplasm that can be converted into slime balls.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna redo my house.
Yeah, I should do that at some point too. But yeah, we got all this lava down here, and lava is kind of like the lifeblood of this embers thing. So I just went all the way to the bottom of my ladder. I went into one of our open cave areas that we kind of have busted out.
So many.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna like kind of fill in the ground, make it a little flat and easy to use, and then I think that'll be kind of where I'll make this ember stuff, because it needs to be close to bedrock is I guess like the biggest
It needs to be close
thing.
to bedrock. Yeah, you need to grind up on bedrock.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Ash.
You
Please
gotta
don't grind up on bedrock.
on that bedrock.
You heard me. All right, so I'm going to quickly finish up my mob spawner. The other change that I've made is and I was using fans before, I think. Maybe I hadn't even gotten to that point. I was planning on using fans anyway, and now I'm using these conveyor belts to sort of point all the mobs to one specific spot. And I'm going to use a mechanical user now instead of those caltrops.
Okay.
There we go.
Lead, silver, quartz, and copper. Okay, so I'm guessing I need to get a couple of these things. I guess I have to find another one of those golems and kill him. We have the resources, but I think I need to kill one.
Yeah, those golems are crazy. They're everywhere.
To progress my, because I made the Ancient Codex, and it seems to be kind of like one of those books that will, like, as you do things, it will unlock more parts of it. So I'm going to try and make some of this Camonite. I think, is that what it's called?
Camonite, yeah, and you make that out of the copper, is that right?
No, I think it's like clay and some other stuff, if I'm not mistaken. I watched a little tutorial.
It's something that we're able to do with like basic vanilla stuff, though,
yeah,
right?
clay and sand. So
we should have a lot of clay. If not, there is a bunch of clay. I think just south of us.
We got plenty. Clay and sand. We do not have sand, so I'll go find some sand.
Sand is harder, I think.
I mean, I'll just go jump into the ocean.
Yeah.
Or if I have to, I think we could probably grind it on something, I'd imagine.
Please don't grind on things.
Look, all right, sometimes.
Sometimes
you gotta
when
take a little gravel and grind it into some sand.
when a man wants to get some sand in his toes,
You gotta grind on it.
grind on it.
Like, please don't. Please stop it.
Grind up on it.
Oh man,
Sir, please stop grinding.
sir, this is Chili's.
Yeah.
Sir,
I was going to say
please,
Denny's, but...
Oh, no, they let that happen in Denny's. Are you kidding
that's true. That's very true.
Oh, man.
Denny's, please, Steve,
How
please
many
stop
episodes
Denny's.
of things are going to come out with me just throwing shade on Denny's? That's what I want to know.
There has been a lot of shade thrown on Denny's lately.
And, like, it's not even that, like, it's that, like, I have that big of a problem with Denny's. It's just when someone said that they were going to, like, come to the United States to try biscuits. And they were going to go to Denny's to do it. And I was like, excuse me?
Excuse me, no. No. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Excuse me, no.
You might as well eat sand that I've grinded between my toes.
Sir, please step aside. We need to have a real discussion.
We gotta take your food badge. This really is like a clay lake. My goodness. This lake that's just, northeast of our little
Yeah, there's
home?
a good, clay bed.
Yeah, it's way more clay than sand. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that in Minecraft before.
Should we rename it like the Cassius Clay bed?
Oh, how about Lock Clay. Clay Lock.
There you go.
Head on over to Clay Lock.
Glass.
Oh, did I? You guys know we have a friend, a mutual friend who is from Inverness, in Scotland, where the famous lock is, and she informed us that everyone there totally believes in Nessie, like for real.
Like I believe in Nessie. I also believe in Ogopogo.
Jasmine.
I mean. A landlocked plesiosaur living for like 400 years? Can't be.
I mean, it might not be that big anymore. It's probably the size of a seahorse. It's probably like seahorse size now.
I love it. Just it's a little. It shrank. It shrank to fit its tank. Got it. Didn't know. I thought it only went one way.
No, it's like goldfish. Just
Do goldfish shrink if you put them in a smaller one? I don't think
that's
how it works.
They get bigger if you put in a bigger tank. Maybe if you just keep it somewhere.
They just die. It's
No, they don't. They just stay tiny.
Oh,
if you take good care of them, they stay tiny.
Oh boy. Yeah, no. If they start there, I'm just saying. If you took a big Nessie and you threw it into
I'm
little
never saying
Loch
take a
Ness-
little Nessie. I'm just saying over time it shrank. Over time, it shrank. Just evolution.
That's not how that works. Oh no, that's not.
No, I'm just saying.
Sugarcane, Jazz. Do you need more
Generation after generation, it just kept getting smaller. What, Ash?
Do you want more sugarcane? I found some sugar.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I see what you're saying, Jazzy. If over time,
evolution.
generations-wise, the loch was once a sea and became a lake.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to get.
Okay. All right. Because for a while, it sounded like you were just saying, no, if you put a lizard a gator into a tiny little cage, it'll shrink.
No. I'm saying is...
That's how they got into the sushi.
You're saying over time, the movie evolution, okay?
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
I mean, that was just fast evolution.
Yes. Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
We should watch that for bad movie night.
Oh, man.
That is just a glorified Head and
suggestion.
Shoulders. That is a glorified Head and Shoulders commercial.
It is. It's one of those movies that, like, it's not as bad as a lot of the bad movies that we've watched. It's charming in places, and the characters are charming, but it's a weird, dumb movie. That's for sure.
It is a weird, dumb movie. I agree.
Yeah.
But it's also
they made a cartoon?
fun. Yes, I do remember the cartoon.
That blows my mind that they did that.
I may have blocked out that cartoon. I don't remember it.
You did. Let's see. All right, I made some Caminite. So,
Caminite.
Caminite.
It's only a model.
Yar. Oh, I can check them. Ah, cool. So it's on the honor system. I right-clicked them, and as like a check mark, and then it unlocked the new stuff. So now I can make a Tinker's Hammer and an atmospheric gauge.
Did you say the mod is sort of on an honor system? It's like we're trusting
you.
You've done this.
I thought it was gonna like check like, oh, you made it. Check. Boom, you did it. And it was like, nope, nothing happened. And then I right-clicked on it and it got a little green check. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I've done these other things too. I promise. Oh man. Okay.
We have fun here.
We have fun here.
All right. So Tinker Hammer and Atmospheric Gauge. So Jazzy, what are you working on?
I'm gonna start Thumbcraft, but I also decided to expand my house because my house is cute, but it needs some work. I didn't want to live in an igloo anymore, basically.
Gotcha.
Also, Thumbcraft, it has a lot of parts to it. Like, this is Thumbcraft 6, so apparently they changed it dramatically. So I'm eager to just try to figure out what that means.
Yeah, shout out to the people in Jazzy's stream that gave us some
tips.
info about like how it's changed in Thumbcraft 6. Because Jazzy, do you remember sort of what they said about how it's changed?
There's no more wands. There's apparently a gauntlet now. Like, you wear a gauntlet.
An Infinity Gauntlet. Cool.
Yeah, the research has been changed as well, which I'm hoping is correct because I really hate the fact that I had to go to a website just to figure out what I was doing.
And that you're punished for exploring. That's what I hated in Thumbcraft. You were punished for exploring because you're just losing all those points if you're like, oh, I'll try this. Oh, I'll try that.
Yeah, and so they changed that.
Good.
They also the research is different too, and you don't have to just scan everything anymore. Like, you could still scan, but you also can get new research by doing other things. I didn't like get super deep into it. I just sort of dipped my toes and got it started. So
cool.
I'm going to be exploring that today.
Pipes, lens, dials, and the Ember Bore. That's what I got to make. That's the big one. Okay. There's a lens. I'm going to be wearing Tinker glasses. Oh boy, I'm excited. I'm excited.
The steampunk boy.
Steamy boy.
Also, we learned that we could actually ride hippogriffs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
When, how, and why?
We need a rabbit's paw. So
we need to start hunting rabbits.
Yeah. So apparently if you use a ground trap, that's better than just killing them.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we learned a couple things on the stream. And that was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, we only have so little lead, and I know that lead is important in a lot of these, so I'm like trying to be very cautious. I'm only like making like one lead at a time.
There's so much lead though in the downstairs, like in the mines. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll have to hunt for it. I think the main thing is that this mod, once I get it going, I will be able to duplicate our ores like in Tinkers. So I want to save as much as I can so I can get double yield. Okay, so let's make... Where'd my hammer go? Oh no, where's my Tinker hammer? There it is. I'm glad that we have this linked inventory thing. It's making this a lot simpler.
Dude, I love it so much. I don't know if I could ever play Minecraft without it again.
I know, like, once we get to go back to another mod pack without it, I'm going to just be like, why, guys?
Right?
Right? Like, I was watching someone else recently play some Minecraft, and they were just sort of trying to beeline it to the ME system, and I was like, this has simple storage network in it, right? Like, why aren't you starting with that at least, or just even sticking with that because it's good? And they were like, I just sort of forgot.
Right.
I was like, no, man. Like, I'm not sure I would ever care to do the ME system ever again, you know?
It's a lot of work. The ME system.
Like, I know it can automate a lot of things, like it could be auto crafting and stuff like that, but still, it's like, this system is so good and so easy.
No, I'm with you there. Do we have any glass? We got glass panes. Okay. I think that's what I need. Lens. Click. There we go. Tinker lens. What the heck does that do? Oh, it's a bauble.
Okay.
Is it a bauble?
Oh, nice.
What if I bobble it? Or not? No, maybe I... Huh. Maybe I hold it in my hand? What? Okay, maybe it's not what I think it is. Maybe I should read the actual book, huh? Maybe that would be a good idea. Let's see.
I mean, sometimes it works. Sometimes, not all the time.
When held in either hand, you will always be able to tell which purpose a face on a machine has. Gotcha. So it doesn't go on your face. It goes in your hand, even though it's an eyepiece.
Do you hold it manually, like in Thumbcraft? You had the thumb meter. You scan things with it. Is that how that works?
I think so. I think as long as you have it in your hand, it works. And then it says something about if you want to, you can apply it to a helmet, but you have to have a motive core. So it's you can attach it to something that you're already wearing.
Interesting.
Probably permanently, I'd assume.
Gotcha.
Interesting. I'm going to put it in my offhand. Okay.
All right. I think, I'm about to start up my mob farm, y'all. So, drop of evil. Boom.
It was a drop of evil. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm just going to quickly explain my mob farm here. So in here, I'm still using fans to push the mobs. I've replaced this top layer of, which used to be cobblestone, with dirt, because the drop of evil will turn it into cursed dirt, and that will spawn mobs like crazy. I've made where they drop down to too wide, because I was running into issues before with spiders not being able to drop down to there. So you need to have some room for their chonk to be able to fall down into there.
We need some chonk room. We need some chonk room.
And then I'm going to just drop this drop of evil. Things are going to happen very quickly when it happens, so I'm going to just quickly close up the ground when I do this. And let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Boom. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go indie?
Indie. Oh, like Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Mr. John!
Yep, there you go. Yep. I knew it. You couldn't help it.
Short round. I love his character, but he was annoying.
Yeah, it's a little problematic as of the modern day, but things change.
Okay.
Yep.
So on this side, you can see the conveyor belts are moving into this mechanical user. The mechanical user, I just have any sword in there, and it needs to be set to entity left click. Left slot only, which is that slot, so that whenever it sees an entity in front of it, it's swinging that sword. I'm also doing the mechanical user because caltrops will not drop XP. The mechanical user will.
Gotcha. I'd wondered about that. We had talked about that before.
Yeah.
I wondered if that would actually end up giving us XP.
There was some recommendations. Apparently, the diamond spikes in cyclic will drop XP, and there's some other spikes in whatever extra utilities or whatever that we do have in this mod pack, but it seems like the mod pack has disabled those, but for whatever reason they haven't disabled the mechanical user.
I think because I want to say I looked into making the diamond spikes again and I could not find them because that's what we had used before in the last one.
Totally.
So too bad.
And then I've got these tanks. These are the open block tanks that will feed experience. They should. I'm waiting to see that experience get hoppered up. And then I have this vacuum hopper sucking in all the items into our system. The last thing I'll mention is that storage input cables, I learned this the hard way as well. Storage input cables by default are set to whitelist only. Oh. So nothing will pull, nothing will get imported if they are set at the default settings. They need to be set to just setting them the blacklist will mean they suck up every item.
Oh, interesting. Oh, well, yeah, because whitelist, that makes sense.
Stay there.
And I'm just making sure that I'm seeing experience flow into this.
God, I love magic.
God, I love magic.
I do love magic. I got a spell from a wizard called Replenish Hunger, and I could just get rid of my hunger. It's great.
Well, there you go.
I did make a bunch of food, though, by the way.
Okay.
There's a bunch of chicken sandwiches, beef sandwiches. There's some bibimbap. It's all good.
Ooh, I see that bibimbap. Ooh, that's pretty looking. Look at that. I'll eat it.
Bibimbap's amazing.
I'm not a huge egg guy, and bibimbap's got an egg as a major component.
True.
But you know what? I can I can get past it with some good bibimbap.
Yeah. I miss it. It's been a while since I've had bibimbap. Woo! Bibimbap. I can't pronounce it properly. I'm sorry. Anybody that's like yelling at me. I'm trying. Okay, can I just throw this all into the inventory? Yes, I can. Oh, awesome. I went to the clay lake and I depleted it of most of the clay.
Really? Oh, did you
I'm music. Yeah, I'm mining it right now. I'm making a brick roof, so I thought I'd come over here and just start picking this up. And I'm just out of reach. Still out of reach. There you go. Ooh-wee, that's a lot of clay.
I will apologize to anyone out there if I give you any earworms. Been playing a lot of remakes of Final Fantasy and Trials of Mana, and so gonna have some Squeenix tunes that I'm gonna hum from time to time. Just gonna have to deal with it. Just gonna have to deal with it. I'm towards the end of Final Fantasy remake. Yeah.
I have gotten to the point where they're like, "This is the last round of jobs. Do you want to do them? You better do it before it's over."
Exactly. I mean, they're like, you're like, for reals though, for reals. Are you sure? Are you sure? I appreciate how obvious like the game makes it. Like, once you leave this point, you cannot come back. Okay.
They really need to do that for more games because I'm one of those people that like to 100% as much as I can, and I know that there's a few things in that game I have missed, but being able to be like, oh, this is actually the end. Thank you for telling me this. So now I can actually go around and not feel like I've done something wrong. Robert?
Oh, I have to cook a raw cam and okay.
So what are you working on?
Embers.
No, but like what part of it? Like I don't understand embers. I just know it's like sort of steampunk, right?
So sort of. It's I called it lava punk because I feel like that's more appropriate. It's like so right now I'm building a thing called the boar, which I built the actual thing. Now I'm building the stuff that I need like in order to make it kind of efficient. So I'm building some pipes and extractors that are ember specific. And then I am also going to need to make something, it's like an item accessor or something like that. It basically allows you, the way that the machines work is they're multi-block structures that like, they have one input spot, but you can turn that input spot into an input-output, and you can add as many like pieces onto it to give you more access, but you have to kind of like build it, to the way you want it to be. Anyway, I just want to have an input so I can put fuel in it, and an output so I can have the ember come out of it. Once you get past that, then you start making like weird. It's like energy that like flies places. It's like wireless transfer energy. It's like little fireballs. It's neat.
Oh, neat.
So, what is that thing called? Because the book hasn't gotten me this far yet, so I'm going ahead of it. Gotcha. I'm going over its helmet, is what I'm doing, okay?
You're not supposed to go over its helmet.
What?
You're not supposed to.
Did you go over my helmet?
Sorry, Lord.
No, sir. More to the side.
I need to rewatch that.
That's a good movie.